Coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, the star of this show, Lextopia.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is that how we
I
starting
knew
the show
he
now?
wasn't going to come through with my, so I had to do it myself.
Is that how
Oh
The
my
girls
god.
go
Is that how we
wild,
starting?
send her cash app money for a new laptop.
Yes.
Cash
Lexi
sign,
needs
Alexia Quincy.
Actually, I need one too. What button is this? I don't know what button is missing. My I button is missing.
So basically, y'all trying to get our
Good thing you know how
listeners
to type without looking down.
So basically, y'all trying to get our listeners to buy you broke ass niggas some laptops.
If anybody is listening and works at Best Buy or any any dope store, you can get a gift card or something. Right, like I'll take 20 on it. Your establishment of work, no problem.
And with that said, welcome to NWAP Season 4, Episode 23. I don't even
starting out reckless.
Yeah, it's just all kinds of shit. I don't know why I always call myself the host. Like, why do I do that?
Because you don't even have control this time. You're not even the host today, to be honest.
I know. I got fired.
I'm just kidding because I don't want to do that shit.
I'm just the nigga on the podcast. Smooth order.
Toonday. It's all 7.
Lextopia. I already gave myself the greatest intro ever. So part 2.
Anyway, hello listeners. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here and all of your being here-ness today. So yeah, obviously, like Alexia threw my whole shit off. Like I usually have like some shit that I just roll into, so now I gotta try to like catch up or whatever.
You get distracted every day, B.
Every day, B. Yeah, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all of that shit, NWAP, and just go to Google and type in NWAP cast or NWAP, and everywhere you want to be is where we'll be at. So, I actually want to kick off the episode before we started begging for niggas laptops and shit. So I am,
but they be listening to you, G.
They do,
because we have multiple new subscribers because we made an extra little effort last time to say that subscribe to YouTube. I looked today, we had like 6 new people. So you got to say things that happen.
You're right. You have to manifest these things. So if you don't know, if you're a new listener, you probably don't know this, but if you're an old listener, you probably do know this. So I'm in a journalism master's program right now, and I'm in the 3rd semester, which means I only have 1 semester left. And this month was actually kind of hectic. I have there's a lot of shit to do. Like I had a case study to write. I had turned shit at the end of last month. Apparently, I have another case study at the turn in this month. Then I had to do a video project, and then I had like all these different assignments that I had to do. So on like Friday night, I was overwhelmed. I kind of wanted to just like go sit in a corner with a bottle of Jack Daniels and just like cry. Because I was just thinking like, oh my God, like I have all this stuff to do, and like I don't feel like doing any of this shit. So I woke up at 5 o'clock on Saturday morning, which was yesterday, and I started chopping down the work tree. And today is Sunday, and I've somehow managed to finish pretty much everything that I had to do. So I had like 4 assignments for this one class, for my digital media technology class, which also has the video project. And then there's 4 weeks left in the semester, so I had 4 assignments left for my digital law and ethics class. So I did all the digital law and ethics assignments yesterday. So I don't have to do any more. I don't have to do any more reading, researching, nothing for that class, because I did the case study for that class last month, and then I finished the video project actually about an hour before we decided to do the podcast. I got to go in and do some video editing, but like the project is done. And I was just like, man, like I woke up this morning and I was like, wow, like I don't have anything to do. Like I can finally like be at peace with like coming home and like playing video games. Like when I got shit to do, I can't enjoy doing other things.
Yeah, it's like you be in the club looking around like, fuck, I got other shit to be doing.
Right. Like I be playing video games, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like, this time that you spent playing video games would be better spent if you fucking just did.
And you're just making it worse.
Yeah. It's just trash.
Well, that's what they say though. They say action is the best cure for when you're stressed out. Just do the shit.
Do something.
But what I'm trying to figure out is if you're a journalism major, so you're not just like writing, like all your stuff's not just like writing papers and writing up stuff?
It's digital. The program is called Digital Journalism and Communications. So
it's trying to bring you up to current.
Right. So we do like the digital media technology class pretty much gives me it gave me the entire rundown of whatever it is that people do in digital, whatever people do digital period. So online audio, online video, you know what I'm saying, search operator terms, data journalism. Like it's actually a really good class. You got time for
some part-time work?
You said what?
I said you got time for some part-time work? It sounds like some stuff I need.
Sure. Holla at me. And the digital law ethics class is actually pretty cool, but it's like ethics and law based. So not so much real world application in terms of like I can take this to a job, but just like as a freelance writer who is probably in the midst of breaking various laws anytime I post something. It's just good knowledge to have. So that's my positive update. Because usually I've been here talking about some other shit, but this is my positive update for the week.
We're proud of you.
What's up, Bill? Getting that shit done.
Getting that shit done. You know who else got some shit done this week? Your girl Cardi B. The album is done. The album is out. What's the name of this shit? Invasion of Privacy. The name of the album is called Invasion of Privacy. It's 13 songs. Bodak Yellow, of course, is on there. The album is already gold because of the Bodak Yellow streams, so that's cool. Congratulations, Cardi.
Oh, that's how that works?
Yeah, that's how they cheat the system now. Like they count,
it's all different now.
Yeah, they count streams in a certain way to equate to albums. So if you have a big song and then you put out an album and you put that big song on there, then the streams count towards album sales. That's how Drake ended up doing like 1 billion streams for the last album.
It's kind of why like none of that really means as much anymore, I don't think.
I mean, I think it does because no one really buys albums anymore.
Well, I think the point is that
that's a problem too.
There's less of a barrier to just open your phone and play an album than it is to drive to the store to buy an album. Personally, I'm all for artists cheating the system in whichever way they can to accumulate money. I don't care how they do that shit. I don't care how, Billboard counts that shit, because ultimately it's not for me. I don't give a shit. It's for the artist. And if it allows the artist to continue making music, then, by all means, it should don't mean nothing to me. Like Cardi going gold don't make the album sound no better to me. So
but the one thing, like when what?
Go ahead, Julie.
Nobody ain't say nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. So when you have like records that kind of mean something, when Jay-Z raps about like breaking the Beatles all-time record, right? Of like #1 albums, it's gonna suck when somebody like Drake breaks Jay-Z's album records, because if Jay-Z was like the Jay-Z we knew back then, like Jay-Z like from Reasonable Doubt to like Black Album, if he had that string of content in today's by today's metrics, I think he'd be untouchable. I don't think anyone would touch him ever. But the
technology, you kind of can't even like compare some of the stats the same anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
so
really
that
can't.
That's where my involvement in the conversation sort of cuts off. Like if we're talking about Billboard charts and congratulatory praise for artists for streams and stuff like that, like I'm cool with that shit. But when people try to say, well,
debate
such and such couldn't have sold, blah blah whatever, or such and such didn't have the kind of system, like wait, let's calm down. Let's not do that, because if niggas was still going platinum while getting their shit bootlegged, like you could pretty much say a bootleg is a stream. So who knows how many times? I mean, even when you buy the album, once you buy the album, the transaction is done. So like there's no way for you to count how many times that album got played in terms of numbers from people. So like when people try to compare it like in a sort of like an era thing, I don't really fuck with that portion of it, where it's like, oh well, Drake did 1 billion streams and that translates to 4 million albums. I
don't
don't
really
know what the conversion is. I don't really give a shit about that or whatever. But it's like, oh, that's cool that he did 1 billion streams, and it's cool that the music is getting more popular. But I'm not comparing.
Right, it's different.
Right. So Cardi B album, Invasion of Privacy, 13 songs. Like we were saying, Bodak Yellow is on there. What do y'all think about the album?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
I like. Okay. Let me say this. I really like.
Just spoke so highly of Jay-Z.
Really like four tracks on there.
You really like
it. You don't like it a lot.
No, I mean,
he's saying he likes them more than he likes the other.
Yeah. So like the intro to me, the
Meek Mill knockoff.
Yeah. It's a knockoff of Meek Mill. I really like Bickenhead. That shit is funny as fuck to me.
Yeah, that's
that's probably my favorite. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go to the gym after we get off the podcast, and I'm definitely gonna play Bickenhead like 3 times in a row because that shit is like it's definitely a power song when you're running. But for Cardi B, I think this is a great album. Like first album, obviously she didn't write it herself. I don't care about that because I didn't expect her to, but I think it's a great album. So,
all right, Lex. I know you said I don't think you heard the whole thing, but you've heard bits and pieces of it. Like
I was like riding in the car, and we had it playing, and a couple things that stood out. I did notice, like within the lyrics, like she was saying some like I was kind of trying to hate on. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not a huge Cardi B fan. I'm not a huge fan of like entertainers and like characters, if that makes sense. Like how you say, like, she ain't right, she's not a rapper, she whatever. But she did say a few things. I was like, in my head, I was like, whoo, like it made me kind of feel like I'm that bitch right now. But I try to keep it on the low and actually keep listening.
He was trying to hate, but
she's a little forced though. It's like she's a little too forced, and she's reading off of paper, and that kind of annoys me. So like overall, like I'm probably like I had no intention of really listening to it. I'll probably just hear stuff when I hear it. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not a hater. I'm happy she's seeing her success. I was dying laughing at that one song about being cheated on because I'm like, girl, you like 20 something. Like, please, let's not make this so dramatic as it needs to be. But yeah, it's just all right. It's cool. I'm not gonna saving it.
Is she a blood?
I think so.
I don't fuck with none of them fake gangster shit.
I'm just asking because like she has Bickenhead, Bodak Yellow, body.
I think she associates, or I don't know if she like.
Right, that's what she associates with.
The song that she had before she blew up, or maybe like I don't know if it's right before Bodak Yellow or right after Bodak Yellow, but she had like some song. They was dressing all red. They was throwing up gang signs, and everybody in New York is a gang member.
That Bartier something.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was some other shit. It wasn't that. It was something else.
Oh, like it was an older joint. It was an older joint, I think.
But,
do you like that, G?
No, I don't. But
right, like it's not good.
I don't think Cardi's a good rapper. I think that she has a lot of work to do in the rap department.
Delivery, right?
Yeah, like her delivery is like real whatever to me. Like it's real whatever, and like I think her flow is kind of like you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really switch up a whole lot in my opinion, or in the listen that I took, because I listened to it straight through when I was in the gym. I obviously picked up on the Meek Mill knockoff. It was cool or whatever.
Katya is kind of childish.
I mean, she's like 23 or some shit.
I know. Somebody said she raps for the women who give head with the blankets over their head.
Yeah. Bickenhead, of course.
Like Lex Mom Red and tweeting lyrics.
What do you think about Best Life with Chance?
Come on, man. Why you ask me that?
Just asking.
I don't like that nigga. I don't like no fucking Chance the Rapper.
I didn't hear that.
I don't like that. I don't like that nigga. I don't even know why you did it. The joint with SZA was cool though. I think that's like the album closer or whatever.
Yeah. The
joint with SZA, and I like Bodak Yellow. Like I like the way that shit bangs in the whipper or whatever. But like Cardi's voice is just like after a while, I'm just like,
it's too much for all that.
I'm just not really trying to hear her after a while. Like I'm like I get like I was listening to the album. The album's only 13 songs long. I was somewhere between like track 8 and 9. I was like, all right, like I'm not going to keep listening to this. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's cool or whatever. I don't enjoy it, but I don't. Well, let me not even say that. I don't like the album. I don't necessarily think it's a good album. But I am happy that Cardi put it out. I am happy that people like it. I am happy that she is, experiencing some form of success. It's not no shit that I'm going to be, listening to, other than the one time that I listened to it. I will be playing Bickenhead. That will be added to the gym playlist. And that Scissor joint will be added as well. But I don't want to hear the Meek Mill knockoff songs called Get Up 10. I can just go listen to Meek Mill for that. So
y'all need to be bumping that Weekend, that moody music, that hurt shit.
That nigga does a little bit too much cocaine for me. There's like a certain amount of cocaine level, and then Weekend is like right above that. It really can't.
This one was chill though.
But yeah, so Cardi put out the album, and then Drake put out a song on Saturday, which is I think Cardi's album came out on Thursday or Friday or some shit.
Friday, yeah.
First came out on Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, yeah. Because music comes out Friday now, which I'm really miss Tuesday shit, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. So Drake put out a song. I haven't heard the song, but Tunde had some commentary about the song.
It's called Nice for What. It's a song and a video. The song it samples Lauryn Hill. And it's like a New Orleans like bounce
music.
Yeah,
it samples Big Frida's bounce version of the Lauryn Hill shit.
Yeah. So I like the song personally. I don't know. You say you haven't heard it. Lex, you like the song?
Yeah, I like it for what it is. It's a song for women. Get you hype in the club and get you hyped out. It's not a song like where you about to pull no like lyrics from or anything like that, quotables. If you're a guy, probably.
You gonna pull some Instagram captions.
Women, yeah, but it's like a song for women. He's smart. When he does his random drops, that's the shit. Yeah. Get the women hype in the club, and that's what gets the men hype. And then the moody album's gonna come out.
So I want to talk about was the video. So the video, he dropped the video too with the song, and it has a bunch of cameos by women. Like you said, this is a song for women, but it's like the song has Issa Rae, Tracy Ellis Ross, Olivia Wilde, Misty Copeland, Yara Shahidi, Letitia Wright, Emma Roberts, and then Tiffany Haddish, Rashida Jones. But it had what I couldn't figure out was at the end it had the fuck is her name? Michelle Rodriguez.
Who's that?
She played in Fast and the Furious. She was Dom's.
That is Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was Dom's girlfriend or wife in Fast and Furious.
I never saw those movies, but I think I know.
Yeah, so which she's kind of problematic in herself. But anyways, I thought the video was really cool. Like he gave a shout out to like different types of women in different industries, different nationalities, different races. So yesterday I happened to log onto Twitter and I saw this argument taking place. I'll say an argument. It wasn't a discussion. There were clearly two sides to this argument.
Niggas be arguing with themselves, I think.
So this girl I follow, she retweeted a bunch of tweets from this other woman, and basically she was mad. Not mad. I guess she was mad that Drake didn't have more dark-skinned American-born women in his video. He's like, I guess she was like, oh, you have people like the light-skinned black girl, like Misty Copeland, and then you have Rashida Jones, who's biracial, and then you have who else did she list? She listed all these women, whatever. Yeah, and then when people pointed out that he in fact had dark-skinned women in his video, they pointed out Issa Rae, and she was like, well, Issa Rae doesn't really count as a black American because she's Senegalese American. And that's the part that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because Issa Rae
reaching.
Issa Rae is dark skinned. Her father is from Senegal, but Issa Rae was born in LA. Like lived her like maybe a year she didn't live in America, but the majority of her life she lived in America, either in LA or in the DC area. But now you're gonna say she doesn't count because she doesn't have two American-born parents. So that's the part that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because when Black Panther came out, it was all, oh, what about the unity and we have to it's the African diaspora and we have to be all one and why can't I do this and that? But now it's like she don't count. So I mean, like which one is it? Like, is it Uchiwali? Is it Mike? Like, which one is it? So I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of interjected myself into this kind of argument myself because I'm like, I wish somebody would tell me that like I don't count because my parents weren't born in this country. Like, I grew up in this country and I experienced all the same, like all this like same culture you experience in this country, the good and the bad. So for somebody to say, well, she doesn't count, it made me realize that people who's gonna have a problem with it regardless. Because
I'm about to say, at what point will people be satisfied anyway?
Yeah, that girl probably she's not gonna be satisfied until Drake actually calls her up and says, "Do you want to be in my video?"
All dark skin for the rest of the year. Like, are y'all gonna be happy then?
And then somebody else brought up
because I see people. Go ahead.
Somebody else brought up the argument like Drake is not the person that you want, like the hill you want to die on.
Drake's not even a fucking American, so what the fuck are y'all talking about?
And he's not even. Drake is fucking like
God, that shit is so funny
because waving like this is supposed to be America. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
And his mom is white. So
you know what's funny about you saying that? It really hadn't dawned on me until like just now that he really ain't American.
He's not fucking American.
I didn't even thought about that.
Why did he put some black Americans in there, bitch? Why did he put anybody fucking American in there? Like, who the fuck cares?
Yo, I legit, I hadn't even really thought about like that nigga really isn't. He's fucking Canadian. I mean, like Canadian. I knew, like I know that he's Canadian. I'm not saying that, but like in my mind, like Canada and America, like I just didn't make a distinction in my mind. I was like, it's just America.
I know, yeah.
Niggas cross the border all the time. His pops is from Memphis. This nigga be jacking Houston slang and everything. Like
and that's why he can, because as a Canadian, it's not like here, if you from a certain area, that's the fuck how you about to rap. Like, you're not gonna be in LA rapping like a New York nigga. Like, as a Canadian, he has the ability to be able to do that, where he's pulling and makes his own thing. I think that's the only reason why he gets away with that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, why are we looking for American representation?
Yeah, man, I just I stay out of those conversations.
Like, why is everything such a battle?
I stay out of those conversations.
Speaking of Shara or Yara, what's her name? Yara or Yara?
Yara.
So she's the young lady in Grownish. Nope. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Grownish.
You don't care. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Keep talking, nigga. You don't care.
I was gonna say she's the young lady in Grownish, and she gets a lot of like on Twitter, people coming at her about why there's not dark skinned people in that show, and people showing like, oh, that they got blocked, and she's like, bro, I'm just tired of like the negative energy. And some people are like, well, what do y'all expect her to do? Like, she's not the fucking casting person for the show. And then, but there's other people who are like, well, she could use her voice to still speak to it and try to get them to bring more people on or whatever. And it's like, just at what point, like
the people who are saying this, I want to see. I wish I can go back in time and see like their thought process when they were like fucking 17 and the things they thought about. I guarantee you it wasn't about equal representation on the fucking show.
But I don't even think it's about that, really. I think it's they want.
I can't argue about it because then they're gonna be like, well, you don't understand.
They want these people to do everything, right?
Yeah.
They want everybody. They want everybody in the spotlight to do everything. Like, if you in the spotlight and you black, you better be speaking on some black shit. You better be trying to break down some barriers. Like, it don't matter where you at in your process. Like, if your ass is on TV on somebody's TV show, then you need to be kicking down some fucking doors. Don't give a fuck how old you are. Don't give a fuck. You might have just barely be. You might barely be on the contract. Like, they want you to sacrifice everything, and it's like, I am not saying that young. I mean, because young people are basically who ends up leading the revolution anyway. That's just how that shit goes down. And I'm not saying that young people shouldn't engage in this type of activism, like they shouldn't use their voice to speak out. I'm not saying that. But the expectation,
put her bread up first, shit.
The expectation that, okay, this girl is in this, we'll use Yara, I think her name is Yara Shahidi. I'll just go with Yara. That Yara is in this space. She was on Blackish, she's on Grownish, she's starting to get all these different looks or whatever, and people are looking to her like, well, shit, you finally got this, so you better make sure you do something for somebody else. It's like, let her get settled first. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her sign up for the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is the same shit they used to do with Cardi B, where they was like, well, you know, Cardi B is, you know, the epitome of black girl magic and the epitome of carefree black girl and blah, blah, blah. Well, why is she talking about this? And why is she ain't talking about that? It's like, God damn, my nigga, like, she just, like, bro, she just got here. You know what I mean? Like, let her get her feet up under her. Let her get her shit going. And then, you know what I'm saying? If she wants to be a public mouthpiece for the shit that you think she should be a public mouthpiece for, then give her the option of doing that. Give her the option of choosing to do that. Maybe she don't want to say nothing, but she still could open a back door for somebody that will be able to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't got to be the nigga to die on a hill.
And she does do a lot of stuff. It's kind of like how also when you were about to take the trash out anyway, but now your girl comes in and is like, can you take the trash out? And it's like, damn, like, you should have just let me, like, I was already going to do it. And now you feel some kind of way. Right, because everybody's attacking you now. And it's like, bro, like, she doesn't need to hear all that. And I mean, she does a lot already. There's another young lady, I cannot think of her name. I want to say Amanda Stir something.
Sadler.
Yeah, and she got a lot of praise. She got a lot of praise because she said she turned down a role because she said, hey, I want to give an opportunity to darker skinned person to do this role, right? And I'm thinking two things, but I'm thinking,
that was different,
is that... But is that what we should be doing? Is that kind of like how when we say like a white person, like, hey, if you really care about equality, you would give up something and let a black person take that spot? Is that what we're doing now within like light skin, dark skin? Maybe she just didn't feel comfortable taking the role because she knew everybody was going to be like, oh, so only light skinned girls in an African movie.
Well, I was saying that was different because she wasn't actually offered the role. She was
cast, right?
She wasn't even cast. Like, it was like a casting call or whatever like that. And there was like a casting call, some shit like that. And like, she had an opportunity to go audition, and she was like, she wasn't gonna audition because she felt like she didn't want to take the role away from somebody. It's like, you didn't take the role away from anybody. The role wasn't even offered to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just had an opportunity to apply and, you know, audition like everybody else.
And then it's kind of put out like that, like, wow, we should, you know, y'all should be more like this. Where
so I think that's why she sort of, people were like, okay, you doing too much. You gotta pull back a little bit. But I mean, we do that too, though. Like, we hype these people up to go do these things, and then, you know, they fuck up, and we like, bitch, gotcha. And it's like, wait, man, like, really? Like, because I mean, Amanda, I'm just gonna call her Amanda because my last name's just not working today. She has spoken out about different things regarding color and feminism and stuff like that before and done a good job. And then, you know, it's like she kind of fucked up a little bit by sort of like this whole Black Panther thing, which I think she's like 17 or some shit like that too. Like, she's not that much. She not, I don't think she's in her 20s yet. You know what I'm saying? So she's relatively young. So she said something. It was dumb. We're gonna clown you if you say something stupid. It's no big deal. But people were like attacking her, and it's like, I wouldn't want to do nothing for you niggas either.
Yeah.
Because
like, we make it hard for people to want to like do something. Because even if you're trying to help, people are gonna get down on you. You sit there and be quiet, try to figure some shit out. People are gonna get on you. So it's like, at the end of the day, just do what the fuck you want to do and what you actually really care about. Period.
Yeah. That's pretty much what.
You're not gonna force me to be no activist. I'm gonna do my shit how I want to do it.
All right. Tony, did you want to add anything?
On this, nah.
So we do got a light-skinned black person, a medium brown black person, and a dark-skinned Negro. Wow, we covered all the spectrums on here. Pat ourselves on the back. We're covering all the and we got a woman out here. Yes.
And we got a bicep feature.
Bicep feature. Yeah. But speaking of niggas doing what they want, let's talk about Atlanta. Robin season. Your boy Bibby out here doing whatever the fuck you want. Right? So we're gonna talk about. So if you haven't been watching Atlanta Robin season, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, it's been some of the best fucking TV that I've ever watched in my entire life, and I don't really give a shit who feels about it. So we're gonna talk about the barbershop episode, and then we're gonna talk about that creepy ass Michael Jackson episode. But we're gonna talk about barbershop episode first. So if you don't watch Atlanta, basically Paperboy is like one of the main characters, and he's going to get a haircut from his boy Bibby, who is the barber. Now, so I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, or if
this is the last topic. If you haven't seen it, cut the shit off at this point.
Yeah, fuck it. We about to talk about Atlanta.
Gotta talk about it.
We finna talk about Atlanta. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the show and you plan on watching the show later, turn the podcast off. We appreciate you coming out. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up 5 for 5. You know what I'm saying? 5-star review, 5-star review, $5 to the NWAP cast, Cash App. And if you're stopping the listening before the spoilers, we'll definitely be with you next week. Peace. Now, for the rest of y'all niggas that are still here, let's talk about your boy Bibby, right? So Paperboy goes into the barbershop, and Paperboy's like, I'm just trying to get a cut. And Bibby came in the episode like straight up bullshit. Like, this nigga's on the phone. He late, trying to get a haircut, not cutting his hair. He's like, all right, I'm gonna cut your hair. We just gonna go over here right quick. Paperboy's like, all right, cool. Follow the nigga over there, didn't get no haircut. Driving Woods, barber. Bibby stealing wood, kids skipping school. Goddamn, he had to hem this nigga up just to get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the episode, Paperboy comes back and he don't even talk to Bibby. He goes sit in the next barber chair, and he like, I'm looking right at you. I'm sitting in this other barber chair. Then the other barber was like, so what you want, a 2-blade or a 3-blade? And Paperboy was like, man, nigga, you don't even know how to get your hair cut. That's crazy.
Man.
So the underlying theme is a man's loyalty to his barber. I cannot relate.
Can we talk about this real quick?
Yes.
So yesterday, I got my haircut yesterday, right? I went to not only did I switch barbers, I went to a whole new barbershop. Like the barber shop I used to go to. Well, I mean, I probably still go there sometimes, but it's closer to where I live. But it's like in an upscale part. It's in the Pearl District, which is like super gentrified, super like rich people live there, whatever. And it's a cool little barbershop. There's only one dude in there that cuts black hair, so it's mostly white people in there. They give you free drinks with your haircut, which I think is cool. But you know, it's kind of pricey. But then I was like, I'm on my boy's IG feed, and y'all live in Portland, right? So it's not that many black people. He in a barbershop, it's niggas in there. Like, it's one barber telling a story. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this? He tell me where it is. I'm like, yo, I'm there. So I went yesterday and switched barbershops. And I'm a fan now. And they give free drinks too. I didn't know about it, but I'm there now.
Who doesn't use Instagram to find a barber? Even I know you do that.
No, you don't. What are you talking about? You just
what? You see where people all these barbers pages, and you see where your friends got their haircut and stuff.
Word of mouth. Yeah.
But that is word of mouth. That's what social media is.
No.
Well, the guys I know, like, they always be looking at.
You live in LA.
Yeah, it's different. It's just y'all niggas is weirdos over there. But like, I don't go to Instagram to go find no fucking barber. I just ask my cousin, who do you get your haircut from? Oh, I'll go over here. Oh, okay. And I go there. Or then if I'm driving home, I'm like, oh, it's a barbershop over here. Let me go see if there's some black people in there. Oh, it's a black barbershop. Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can go over here and get a cut. Or I'll Google it. What's the closest barbershop to me, and where's this barbershop located? I found my first barbershop. I was like, oh, we got a Z on the end. Black. All right. And then I go over there and I'm like, oh, look at store, gun store, look at this. Oh, I'm in the hood. All right. Bet. I'm in the right spot. But yeah, people were, the whole underlying theme about, the barbershop episode was like niggas' loyalty to their barber and being willing to do whatever. I was like, bitch, please. No, I can't relate.
Y'all knew.
Relate. Nah, I can't relate. I done been to so many barbershops. I'll go in a barbershop and I'll be like, all right, that nigga like he can cut hair. And I'll go get my haircut by that person. If I don't like that haircut, all right, try a nigga next to him. I try out barbers until I pick one.
You know what's crazy?
You not worried about your shit like getting so messed up? That's weird.
No.
It's usually the bald barbers who's cut really good too.
I don't be liking the pretty niggas. Niggas you come in the barbershop, niggas be having all these fucking jewels on and fucking glittery shirts and fucking arms. Yeah, it's not. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I need a nigga that he like. I need a regular nigga who look like he need the money to cut my hair. Like he comes to work.
That whole episode pissed me off.
I was just like, dog, like he was just in the front seat with the cape. Just chilling. Like hair half cut.
Yo.
I was like, nah, I ain't going nowhere with you, dog.
Yo,
like,
when Bibby was like, yo, what happened to your hair? You look fucked up. Oh man.
When he was driving the car, he was like, Bibby, slow down. Bibby, Bibby. Against a car accident, he's like, fuck. He was like, man, we gotta leave. He was like, I'm on probation.
Right.
Like, man, I can't go to jail. He just drove off. I'm like, yeah, nah, it's the wrong kind of loyalty, dog. We don't do that. We don't do that. You fuck my haircut.
That's why you got to know how to describe your haircut too.
Had that been me, it wouldn't have been an episode. He'd have been late. I'd have hopped in another chair. Like, I got places to go. But
let's talk about motherfuckers that when you make an appointment to go to the bar, why they ain't never on time. Lex, do you go to the beauty salon and get your hair done?
Or still doing somebody else's hair. Well, mine's typically be on time, but I have two younger brothers, so I used to go to the barbershop with them every once in a while just because it was weird and it was interesting. And so, I mean, I see how the barber. Yeah, again, like you said, since I've been in LA, niggas do be on time. But sometimes I feel like barbers think they're like so Hollywood now, like. They be like, they don't even cut hair every day. Like, okay, I'm not going to be here this day. I'm not going to be here that day. This day, I'm only here 2 hours. And it's like, do you want this money or not? Like,
that's because I remember haircuts used to cost like $10, yo.
Oh, man. Yeah.
This was when I was in high school. Haircuts was like $10. Like a lineup was $5.
No, I was still paying $10 for haircuts all the way up until like 2000 and...
Even in DC?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's probably in Central Springs.
I paid 30. I paid 32 for my haircuts.
Oh, that's right.
No, I had dreads when I was in DC, so I wasn't even getting no lineup. I was doing that shit myself.
Tunda, you paid $37?
32, and then plus tip.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I think I found one for like 25 here, but there's some that's to be like 60 and 80. But it's like if you do one like cool person's hair, from there on, you just price is up. My
current barbershop is $15 for a cut, $5 for the face, which I didn't know when they started. Wow. I don't know when they started doing that bullshit. You get a haircut. You used to pay for a haircut. You get the whole shit done. Now you get $15 for the haircut and $5 for the. What?
Nah, mine's 32 and then 40 for the you want to get your beard lined up and
32.
No, 32 and 40. You want to get your beard, huh? Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. And we're gonna end the episode with that weird ass episode from Atlanta. that Darius episode with that Michael Jackson house shit. I couldn't breathe for like 20 minutes, dog. Like I was laying in the bed, and I was getting I thought the episode was one of the best episodes of the entire show because I felt like I had never gone through that many emotions in a 40-minute TV show before. Mm-hmm. Like before, when I was watching it in the beginning, I was like, oh man, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, whatever. When he stuck his hand in the egg, I was like, ew, that's gross.
Right. Yeah.
And he started walking around the house, and I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. And then the further into the episode, I just started